Greetings and salutations, humans. This is Froggy and Friends, and we're playing Gritten. Alrighty. The last few sessions, we've been in the middle of a battle. Um, do you guys remember where we left off, or no?
Yeah,
Yes.
I'm dead.
Roll off the side.
The secret crush of my life.
Okay, so uh, Wyatt had just ripped his head free and tried to lunge at Calliope. She barely batted him away. That's where we totally left off. Right, a moment prior to that, Silas had barely dodged these uh, the two pretty much lizard brothers attacking him, barely surviving, and Bo had thrown his tomahawk, and the one of the brothers had caught it and thrown it right back at him, and it lodged deep into his chest. And as he was falling back, he was reaching for the behemoth of what Toady is now, as he collapsed onto the uh, ground of the swamp. Um, Toady, the love of your life just died. How many trauma do you have?
Um,
I believe you have two or three. It's in your. It should be on your character sheet.
yeah, that's what I'm looking at right now. Looks like I have two.
You have two trauma. Okay.
Yeah.
Uh, I'm going to say you're automatically going to just take one for Bo falling that way. So I'm going to send you your new stats.
Oh boy.
Okay.
I have all these new stat sheets.
Use it. Decimate our enemies. Avenge
All
us.
I'm hearing is girl power.
Yeah, right.
No, it's true.
Girl power.
Girl power and Silas.
Sad girls know how to get things
Okay.
done.
So uh, I'm going
Silas
to
is almost dead. So,
I'm going to remind you, Toady. I didn't have room on that page to write all like some of the abilities, but you can spend
Okay.
three resolve, and you can make an ice wall.
Ooh. All right. That's very cool.
Like right when you first transformed, I had explained that, and then we just kept going. And I think I reminded you one other time. Um, so um, so you're a lot beefier at the moment.
Okay, so I'll make sure I'm looking at the this new one now. Okay.
Yes.
Got it.
Your attacks, the damage is almost doubled when you hit,
wow.
and it's vicious. So when you roll a five or a six, instead of just, it's actually, and that is actually one of the older sheets. It's vicious three. So instead of two damage, it's four damage for every five or a six,
Whoa. Okay.
and
Crazy.
it's also intense. So if you cause a wound, it's two wounds.
Oh my gosh.
Dang.
Everyone may have died, but I make it. I may still survive.
Okay, but I'm just like there's immense boons to be, cursed. Like if someone was a werewolf, there's like boons to it. Same thing with this. There's just yeah. So let's see here. Um, uh, um, okay, there's that. Okay, um, so Bo, as you're falling down, you're seeing this towering creature that is, wait, no, that was Toady. And you slam down, and then as Toady, you see his left hand slump to the ground as his head lolls to the side, and the last thing he sees is your real eyes as you blink for one last moment, and he sees your dark brown eyes for the last time.
Hmm.
Bo, as you sit up,
Yeah.
everything is kind of hazy. You see this woman, pretty much to your 1 o'clock, in a
Alright.
black, almost like a wedding gown with a black veil, looking at you. Then looking, and as you're kind of looking around, you're seeing multitudes of spirits standing around you, all watching this fight.
Hmm.
Okay.
You turn behind you and you see the carnage that is happening behind you. What Veronica is doing, you're seeing that creature wail into the carcasses, and you see the spirits of the people there trying to hold their own body back from attacking her, to no avail.
Wow.
Then you turn your gaze to that rift in space and time that you're holding back, and you can see past into it. There are towering creatures, 20, 30 feet tall, that want to come in.
Ooh.
The woman in the black veil is reaching her hand out to you as a choice. You can go to her, or you can possibly help guide Toady as she's rearing up, roaring in immense fury.
Hmm. So I see the hand, and I'm a little caught up with all
Mm-hmm.
the spirits and everything. That's just sort of way out of Bo's wheelhouse. And
Yep.
for a split second, I think of taking the hand, and I it's almost like time is like moving slower, and I look at Toady, and I'm like, I know what Bo needs to do,
Okay.
so I'm gonna help her out.
So how do you want to help her?
Uh, can I like float? This
No,
sounds
you're
silly.
you're, you're still
Or my feet touch the ground.
your feet are touching the ground. It's a very odd thing because because a spirit is pure energy,
Yeah.
and uh, possibly just saying if you were someone else that believed in this ahead of time, you might be able to float or things like that. But you're a grounded person, so
That's right.
walking makes the most sense at the moment.
Okay. Um, then I am going to. I'm just gonna point at the like father, the patron.
Okay,
Yeah.
so you're just
I like almost kind of like pick up Toadie's hand and kind of like guide it.
Claw.
okay. So
Try to, obviously, because I don't think that's gonna work.
okay, let's see here. Okay, I don't know if you read the top of that page, Taylor.
Okay.
Um, you are the Wendigo spirit. You are an
Yeah, I saw
avatar
that.
of death and greed.
Yeah, and greed. Yeah.
So after you see him fall to the ground, you roar and look down. You see him there.
Okay.
You're seeing now. It's a very confusing feeling, but you're seeing in the natural realm and the spirit realm at the same time,
Oh, okay. That's
and
trippy.
you're starting to see the difference.
Okay.
Now Calliope and Silas, in the fray of you guys fighting the way that you are,
Mhm.
you look back and you saw Bo's last moment, but
Mm.
he's standing again. What you're seeing is the cold emanating off of Toady is making a frost around what he is.
Oh. Okay.
Um,
Very cool.
Now
Mm.
the uh, the brother that had bit and dispatched Wyatt has had last time had run up by Calliope, um, right after he threw and dispatched Bo. There are two assailing um, Silas at the moment, so that means there are two lizard people and Wyatt assailing you, Calliope.
Okay.
Toady.
So two and two.
Yep. Well, it's three.
Okay.
It's three. It's three attacking Calliope.
Okay, so three and two. Okay.
Yes. Uh, it's the beginning of you guys' round.
Nice.
I'm more than happy to let Silas or Toady go first.
Okay.
You guys want me to go first?
You are Jack. You are Jack.
I'm Jack, and I'm mad, and I'm heartbroken, and all the things, and I'm a monster.
Ready to kill some
I'm also
things.
darn death and greed right now, which is
Yeah.
crazy. Um, so,
Well, with it, like you can use your claws. You can bite. Like I say, you can spend 3 resolve again. It's not. I couldn't fit it on the page, and you can actually
okay.
swipe up your arm, and you can do like an ice wall. Okay. Um,
Okay, that's cool, but it seems like everybody's close enough to like Calliope and Silas right now where I couldn't even hit it in between, like to protect us.
um, there you
Mm,
could use a ice wall to block someone from doing something. You can use an ice wall to um, encase Silas in himself, or make a V around him so the two assailing him can't. There's
Oh, okay. I was just thinking very like, just like it's a straight wall that has to have space between
no.
the enemies. Okay,
Oh,
cool. So there's lots of things I could do with it.
Yes.
Okay, cool. Um, God, there's one thing, but it would give you guys so much damage too.
do it.
I mean, like the situation we're in, I would say you should.
Oh man.
Look at
Okay.
this.
So
Just
what do you want to do?
no one's really gonna miss Confederate Civil War soldier. Just do it.
Well, the highest damaging attack, which I could also see like it would work in the RP sense because of where Toadie's just going through, is also what would give damage to my teammates the most.
Yep.
So
Well, just so you know that
wait,
that
I spend a resolve to like I don't so let me know if I'm wrong because I'm being a total noob
yeah, it's
here.
okay.
But like I spend the resolve to for like in case my like Silas and Calliope, and then take a turn to do that specific attack where and it maybe would lessen the damage to them.
Are you talking about the
Or do
attack?
I need to do that in 2 turns?
Are you talking about the howl of the north wind?
Yes. Yes. Yes.
Okay. Now,
You have to imitate it, Taylor.
I've got the soundtrack for that if need be. You have 2 fortune left, Toady.
Okay.
You can now. You can do your turn to do your ice wall with the resolve. Then you
Yeah.
can spend a fortune to get an entire other turn.
Okay.
And
I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna do that, guys. Okay, that's
okay,
the plan.
so your ice wall.
Okay.
Let me just tell you how your ice wall can be. That's 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, around 6. You have around 60 feet of ice wall. So you're wanting to block off Silas from his foes.
Is it? Yeah. Our
I thought they were like right next to me though.
They're
Like I am currently punching.
you also have a whip, so that it's actually you're keeping them slightly at bay, but they're lunging in. So it kind of
Oh.
Well, I'm trying to think of what it would take to protect them from a howl, which would be noise. So wouldn't it be best if I did like a little? Oh gosh. I guess with Silas, it would have to be the the pyramid, like the triangle, if he's that close to him.
Okay, so
But
so
yeah.
Pretty close.
they're right
Oh,
right up in his cheese, but
Okay.
and then Calliope, are you wanting to block off the patriarch from his goal or just keep Calliope safe?
I want to keep Calliope
You
safe.
don't have to keep me safe. You can just block the patriarch off from his goal.
You have 40 more feet.
To do that? Okay. Um, let's do that then with just a standard wall.
Okay.
Build that wall.
Okay, so
Oh no.
I didn't know that the spiritual name for the Wendigo is Maga.
Yeah.
so am I wrong in the way that that is set up? It's kind of around him as well,
Okay.
kind of like that.
Okay.
Is that okay?
Yeah.
Uh,
Yeah.
are you charging up to get closer to them, or going to be at this range? Because you can run up.
To where would I be running up to?
You can uh, you can be by the ones by Silas, or your goal could be running up to the ones like the patriarch and the one that actually killed Bo.
I would I would get this patriarch. That had done.
Okay,
Nice.
so
That had done. Let's go.
as you run up, these ice walls pop up out of.
This is crazy. This power. This power. Unlimited power.
Kill them all, Taylor. No hesitation. Just get them.
Yeah. I'm going to the dark side. This is my Sith run. Okay, let's go.
So as that's happening, Bo is running next to her.
Yeah, absolutely.
Ride or die.
Now, so as you're running up, if anyone was looking above you, clouds are forming and it's snowing. And the wind is kicking up as you're running up and as you roar. Everyone roll a discipline, but
Sorry.
well, actually no, this is the
Alright.
no, this is the howl of the north wind. Sorry. Let me describe this. The howl of the north wind is not just a mental attack.
Mm.
It is winter incarnate coming forth from you.
I'm so dead.
You need to actually
So
roll.
dead.
Okay. Silas, you need to roll a resolve. Like a resistance. Sorry, you need to roll a resistance.
Mhm.
Calliope and Silas. Toady,
It's not bad.
Yeah.
if you could roll your damage dice.
You got it. Which is, sorry, I always have to ask. It's many?
9d6s.
9. Oh,
Oh
9.
my
Okay,
gosh.
that changed. Okay.
I'm gonna get an extra dice because I want to live.
Okay.
Yeah.
6
I'll
with
take an
double
extra.
damage.
3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
I'm gonna take an extra. I'll give you a dread for an extra dice.
Okay. You just need
I got-
2.
I got 4.
Awesome. Cool.
I also had
Resistance is
4.
15, 14.
Fantastic.
Still works.
Cool.
Yay! Good job surviving winter incarnate.
Silas and I are scared right
Okay.
now.
I can't remember
Okay,
what
so-
the damage numbers were,
alright,
so I'll
so-
just read them off.
Okay, 1s and 2s are
Okay.
important. 3s and 4s mean nothing.
Okay. So what about 6s?
5s and 6s are 4 damage apiece.
Okay. So threes and fours are the ones that don't matter. So
Yep.
in that case, 1, 6, 1, 2, 1, 6.
One second.
That's it.
9, 10,
Oh
11,
yeah,
12.
sorry. I
Okay,
can go
that's
go
it.
back.
Good lord, Taylor.
That's 13 damage.
Okay, that was it.
Okay, that's
Because the
13
other
damage.
three were fours and threes.
Okay, that's 13 damage, and it's pretty much like a cone of cold coming out of your mouth. And as you're going though, it's like a concussive force of cold going around you, getting stopped by the ice walls, and going over and hitting your foes. Let's see here. And all of them failed their save, so
Finally.
Oh,
so this both of the ones right by Silas look like they're just covered in frost for a moment, and they barely break through. They look pretty freaking wrecked. Um, the one that actually had killed Bo looks roughly in the same condition as those two. Um, oh yeah, and Daddy did uh, fight off that with his rolls. But with that, you because you caused a single wound with it, that means you caused two. So all these guys have 3 wounds.
Let's go.
Finally, let's do it. Man, okay. Who's up next?
I'll let you go, Silas.
Give my dog a treat.
okay. Um, I guess as they're just being frozen, I'm just gonna throw hands, because that's all I can do.
You've got walls of
Okay
ice
there.
between you at the moment, so you can go around it,
Oh,
or
oh, right. Let me look at the picture real quick. Not the picture, the screen.
here. How about I make?
Okay, yeah.
I
So
can't make a new
if
scene.
yeah, definitely if I have a wall of ice, I'm going to like use that to back away a little bit. Maybe get near the giant monster that is on our side? Question
Okay.
mark. Um, I'll have my whip ready. Just like kind of in a defensive.
Okay, so you're kind of are you behind Toady, kind of guarding her, or what?
Uh,
Yeah.
kind of beside, because I think my main focus would be the people in front
Okay. All right. So
that I was just throwing hands with.
so you're still. Do you want to start attacking them from this distance?
Um, yeah, yeah, if I can.
Okay. So let's see here. I'm gonna move this. Where'd that go? Of course I threw it. All right.
Is it whip distance or do I need to? Is it pull out my Colt Navy revolver distance?
Uh, it can be either.
I prefer whip.
Okay. Whip it good.
Whip it.
Into shape.
Um, okay, okay. Do I ask for an extra dice? Yes, I'm asking for an extra dice because I have wounds.
Yes, you have 3. So
Yeah.
you need 5
Ooh.
successes to hit with your whip at the moment.
Yeah. Here we go. Here we go. I mean, I have really good chance.
You got this, Silas.
Ooh, one.
I believe in you.
Okay. Oh. Yeah, no, that's just gonna be three.
Only three successes?
Ah,
Oh, okay.
oof. That's what it went. I'm tired. He goes,
Oh. So you kind of bring the whip around you and at least crack it. Like you barely missed him. Calliope, what are you going to do?
So it's Patriarch, Wyatt, and the lizard person who killed Bo. That's
Mhm.
all close.
Yes.
I'm gonna swing my axe on the lizard person that killed Bo.
Okay. You're gonna have to kind of step in these weird jagged ice things that are around you, um, but you can totally attempt to do so.
Perfect.
Are you said your axe?
Yes.
Okay.
I have 3 successes. I rolled in that one.
Okay. Three successes. Um, you would have needed, but you have three wounds, right?
I have 2 wounds.
Two wounds. That's bare minimum to hit. So you have no momentum, but you do hit.
Okay.
So roll your
Okay.
damage.
That's 5 damage.
Cool. So
we'll take it.
um, I'm not gonna even have you roll a hit location. You bring your axe up and you lodge it right in the top of his head, and it goes in, and he kind of shakes for a moment and drops down as cold mists kind of happens, and his head kind of cracks open from ice, pushing his head open, and your uh, skull girdle that you have, the mouth
Yeah.
opens up and starts breathing in the cold, sucking up the life
Excuse me?
of this. And as that happens, roll your dice to heal.
Excuse me?
I'm rolling a resolve, right?
You're
Or
you're rolling that number of dice I told you to roll, which was
okay,
how many?
2.
Yep.
Oh,
Uh,
sorry.
that's been a
Oh
while.
wait, no. Roll 5 damage.
Yep. You roll
There we
five
go.
damage dice because it has the five hunger property,
Right.
and you gave that number of damage resolve. You got five. You just gained
Yeah.
five resolve,
Okay.
and as that happens, Wyatt's body crumples to the ground.
Ooh. Okay.
Well,
And as
that's
you
no way.
you feel this tether, this chain that was kind of holding you to your corpse and making you watch what your body was doing, Wyatt, stops. And as you turn around, you see a large portion of that horde of undead start dropping as well. Not all of them, but some of them.
Mm,
And
Oh.
you're seeing that woman in
Nice.
black reaching out towards you.
We got this.
kill more.
Okay, I see her reaching out towards me.
Yep. And
Whoa.
then it's almost like you're being drawn to her, but then you look back at Calliope as she's covered in blood, some of which is yours.
Ooh.
What are you going to do?
Mm.
Do I feel like there's anything I can do to help her?
What would you want to try to do? Just so I can know.
I wouldn't try to go back in my body because the head is separate. But I don't know if I could like do anything to like give her like an aura of protection or like to stop any damage, like absorb damage from hitting her. That's what I would try to do, but I don't know what's possible here.
Okay. So you're going to
Or if
be
I could like bless her shot somehow so she never misses.
okay. Well, let's go with like the if she gets attacked, let's see what happens. I'll just have you roll
Okay.
some stuff. So that was Calliope. We had Silas, and we definitely had Toady. Um, Now it's their turn. I'm gonna start with the brothers.
No, no boy. Yeah, I'm proud of it. I'm proud of it.
I'm in danger here.
Well, you got that last one.
No, I stepped out. Remember? I backed out.
They both start chopping into you. You get hit in the leg. You start going down, and then one kind of hacks you into the arm there. What is your last words, Silas?
Mmm.
He he reaches into his pocket and he has this in his inventory. He has some mistletoe and he raises it above him and he goes, "Y'all can kiss my ass."
Whatever. Yeah, last word.
so so as so
And he's
as
dead.
as he drops to the ground, his knees slam in and he's slumped forward, still in a kneeling position as he takes his last breath. The patriarch.
I thought he was gonna say the South will rise again.
It could have been.
Only if his dead body does.
Yeah.
If he rises.
So
The South is rose.
so as the patriarch is trying to, he's starting to break through the ice, trying to get to his target of Abigail again, and he does get through, but that's all he can do this round. Silas, in your last moments, the blood that's around you, you're the last time you blink and you open your eyes for a moment and you're looking up, you see a woman in a black gown with a black veil looking at you. Then she looks to the right and you're seeing a large horde of the people that you had taken out years ago. Not just on the battlefield, but also in the plains. Those that you had slaughtered.
Judgment Day.
And 4 of them step forward. And you're remembering the one in the front, that medicine man that you knew he didn't have anything in his mouth, but his last breath was a bunch of dust that hit you in the face. And in this realm of whatever is going on, Calliope, you start hearing that from Silas's corpse, his back, as it starts. First thing that pops out are both of his shoulder blades.
South is rising again.
And this strange creature.
What?
Can I tell if it's on my side?
What is that?
I'll let you see there.
Oh no, 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 no. No, sir.
And Silas, you're hearing, for the sins you committed in your life, you will forever be a guardian.
Do I hear that?
No. Calliope, you see a very similar shape of what came out of that bag that you guys burnt.
Oh my gosh. Okay.
Silas, um, I'm gonna send you some stats.
Oh, oh. Is he that? But he's got a little he's got a little Confederate cap on.
Nope. No, he's
Did
he's this. That should be this.
Cool, 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 cool.
There. Um.
Mm, okay.
So you are a guardian spirit, which was not by your choice, Silas. Um, it's pretty much
Very nice.
a curse. um,
That's fair.
yeah, a well
Yeah.
deserved one. It's a well deserved one, and it only happened upon your death. I kind of had this guy ready for our first session. Um, yeah, yeah,
What
You
is he
live
for
longer than you thought.
yep, it did. It took a lot longer. Okay, so that's the end of their round. It's you
Okay.
guys' turn.
Okay.
Oh, and
Oh.
Toady. Um,
Mm-hmm.
Calliope just killed the one that you wanted to kill. I need you to roll a
Oh,
discipline because she killed the one that
Oh.
killed Bo.
Okay. Uh-oh. Lord have mercy. Okay, let me pull up.
I was trying to be supportive, so
Yep.
I
sorry.
know.
Yep.
I appreciate
I
it.
It
got
would be
difficulty
objectively
brain right
hilarious.
Well,
now.
well, the
I
reason
feel
reason
remembered.
this is like she is the avatar of greed, and that was hers. So
Where is my
okay, yeah.
Where's my discipline?
It's going to be let's see. Happy loud noises. Okay.
In willpower. Of course, it's very
Yeah,
high.
it's gonna be
Oh,
willpower and
okay.
use. So you have to roll below a 17,
Okay.
which is really hard.
God with me. Woo!
Others of
I
greed, I
did.
am of being a terrible person.
Yeah. How many successes did you have?
2 successes.
Okay, you barely eat by because you actually started reaching towards Calliope, and then you saw the patriarch.
I got distracted.
Uh huh.
Okay. Ooh, it could have been bad.
So it can be Toady, Calliope, or um, the Bisonman.
Yo, the Bison Man. That's cool.
That'd be a great band name
The Bison Men.
Yep.
Yeah.
Bison Men.
of Bison Men.
Yep. Of Bison
Okay.
Men, yes.
Oh.
Um, I could I'm happy to go first again
Okay.
since I got distracted by the patriarch,
Go for it.
and I can go for the patriarch
Yeah.
with my mighty claw.
Okay.
Big
Big
meaty
Okay.
meaty
claw.
claws.
All right.
Kill him.
So you still have one more fortune, and you can give me dread to make sure that you have extra damage to him or anything like that. So
Okay. Should I do
Just
it, guys? I'm
freaking rip his
rolling
head
to
off.
look for you
And
guys. Should I do
as
it?
Bodan,
Yeah.
rip
What
his
would
head,
the spirit of Odin tell me to do?
rip his head off, Toady.
Okay, okay. I will spend a fortune then.
okay, so that means you automatically have 2 successes. You still got to
Okay.
roll.
Okay. Am I rolling for
That's going to be combat and brawn added together. Or no,
Okay.
combat and athleticism. Sorry.
Oh, wow. Okay.
You just have to roll under 19.
Yeah.
You have 5% chance of
Guys,
failing.
guess what? I rolled an 18.
Oh my gosh.
So you still had a success.
I know, but thank God it was 19.
Wow.
Oh my gosh.
So how many
I did
successes
so
did you
well.
have?
Huh, oh, now I have to do my damage dice?
No, how many successes did you have?
Oh, okay, that was my first. So
Okay.
then 2 successes. That was my
Two
second.
successes. All right,
Yes.
cool. Oh, that's you kind of needed 3. Um,
Well, she got 2 from the fortune.
so that would be 4 total. Okay, good. You caused 1 momentum. Roll your damage with your claw.
Woohoo! Okay. 9, right? 9 damage die?
With the claw, I think it's 8.
Oh, okay. Okay, you got it. You got it.
Um,
One,
yes, the
two,
claw is
three,
8. Yes,
four. Okay. So 3s and 4s don't matter.
correct.
6, 2, 1, 2. Mm.
You did 9 damage.
Okay.
Uh,
Mm.
so as he's reaching out and finally grasping Abigail, finally for what seems to be that last moment, your giant meaty claw grabs the top of his head, and we're going to transition to what the bison man is going to do. So what you gonna do, Silas?
Well, upon transformation, um, he's not going to be happy, of course.
Nope.
So, I think his first action would be a bellowing roar to show that he is angry, but is confined to do his job.
All right, roll away.
Oh my gosh.
What am I rolling here?
Okay, so you're gonna be rolling. That's gonna be a personality.
Oh,
So
okay, it's not very good. Oh, very nice. 2 successes.
2 successes. Awesome.
My personality is pretty low.
It
Pretty good.
is.
3 and a 2.
And they didn't roll very well. So roll your damage because you're right in their faces, and like spiritual spittle is going over these guys' faces.
Oh my gosh.
All right, here we go. Here we go. Here we go. 2 and a 5.
2 and a 5. Awesome. That's 4 damage. All right, cool. So that's what you want to do in your turn? Okay,
Yep.
so as you roar, Calliope, what would you like to do? You're seeing the patriarch being lifted up by his head by the Wendigo.
I don't know if there's anything I need to add on. I might just watch.
Watch,
I
okay.
mean,
Got
I
the
am
gang of
going
monsters.
Okay.
Yeah, right?
I'll do something after, depending on how this plays out.
Okay.
But I think I might just watch because I'm the only human that's like normal person at this normal
There's
person.
Veronica.
She's a little monster thing over there, so it's
Well,
just
she's
me.
okay. Calliope, you glance back there and you see Veronica is hovering, and the shadows are holding her up, and she's being stretched out, holding back the last of that horde. That isn't like there's still a pretty good number of them, and so Toady, what you do is you grasp the top of his head and you wrap your hand around his waist.
Okay.
And as you're if you were cleaning a rabbit, you spin his head and rip his innards. It kind of comes loose with it. And what you do is you tip the body up and you start guzzling the fluids.
I'm in my Sith era.
Delish.
And then
I'm in my Sith
and you
era.
slam both parts down and you do and you do your crazy roar as both the suns glance at you after being roared at by the bison men, and that rift starts closing from the top and bottom. Calliope, as you're looking, you're seeing a frosty form of Bo standing next to uh, Toady with a slight grin and terror in his eyes. And you actually see Wyatt standing right in front of you, looking like he was guarding you from the patriarch as the frost starts to slightly melt as Toady turns.
Oh my gosh.
Mama.
Um, those two brothers are still there. What do you guys do as they start running away?
I'm gonna chase them. I'm
Okay.
gonna
Oh yeah.
take my
I'm
axe and,
hunting them. I'm doing
you know,
Ain't no one getting
after
away.
watching the patriarch just get ripped to pieces and seeing Wyatt, I'm like, oh yeah, we're gonna chop this dude up. We're gonna chop him up.
Okay. So I'm just gonna say you take. It doesn't take you long to do so. Calliope, you walk back and you do find Veronica, and she's wrecked. Um, her guardian is carrying her to you. So this 12-foot tall, shadowy creature with red eyes, but then at the ends of the tentacles were yellow, puts her down in front of you as it just disappears into the ground as she passes out.
Oh, can I roll a medicine to
Yep, you need you need 4 successes because you're wounded yourself.
oof. I would like I would like to give you some dread so I can get 2 additional dice.
Okay.
I just barely have 4.
All right. We're going back to this. You barely bandaged her up. Now, you're seeing Toady standing to one side, and you're seeing what Silas is now. Silas is like looking down at his 2 tomahawks that are made from his own shoulder blades. Then he looks at you.
Ironic.
And Silas, within yourself, you know that this is the last you're probably going to see your family that you made now. As you're going to go into the spirit realm and guard the last bit of the bison that truly can run free. And as you're walking, as he walks behind a tree, he totally disappears. And what you see, Silas, is endless fields of bison of different sizes. You're seeing elk run, and you're going to be running with them. And as you're looking to your left and right, you're seeing some of the lives that you had taken in life, you're guarding them in the afterlife.
Wow.
Toady, as you're walking, you look back at Calliope one last moment. As you're reaching down and holding Bo's spiritual hand as he's stepping through into your new cold realm. As the two of you, the new queen and king of winter.
Let's go!
Whoa. Wow.
So you step through, once again, like Calliope, you're looking at the two people that you've gone through hell with just disappear. Well, the three of them, and as they disappear, Wyatt, you're watching Calliope, and that woman in black is standing right next to you, with her hand out to you, giving a choice to either go with her now, or you could stay and keep an eye on Calliope.
Am I able to talk to Calliope at all?
It's not really talking; it's more like sensations of emotion.
Mm.
Oh my gosh.
Dang,
Uh,
Clancy really got the short end of the stick on this one.
What? Who did?
Calliope, all her friends are dead or gone.
You got Abigail and Veronica. Girl
That
power.
Yep.
that's true.
Yeah,
Yeah, I gotta
Yeah,
go.
Abigail is barely holding on. She's not. She's never going to be the same.
I think Wyatt would choose to stick with Calliope. As much as he wants eternal rest, he would look at Calliope and feel like
Wow.
she's alone, and he would stay.
Okay, so Calliope, as you and Veronica and Abigail limp out of the swamp, you have this feeling even behind you, someone's walking there.
I want to add on
Yeah.
to that because I think Wyatt had a pocket watch on him.
Yeah.
I would have picked that up before leaving.
Okay.
Oh,
Oh.
You know? That could be like his tie. It's the
Okay.
watch.
So, and as you're looking at the graveyard of your friends, where Silas's corpse is, it's a strange, looks like a merger between a stone and a tree trying to grow. Like his body had turned to stone with things growing out of it, and Bo's body's gone. But where he was, but where he lay, it's frozen.
Very cool. Very cool.
Oh my god.
And so
What?
as you're walking out, and like our credits slowly start dropping down, you actually there's a small screen that kind of pops up to the top of your screen, and you're seeing those species of those like legions of those lizard people building societies, and then something falling from the sky, and some of them barely survive, and then man comes and starts hunting them, driving them away, and some of them find dark ways to find a new place, but some of them stay behind wanting to make sure that they can keep their home, but they don't care about those monkeys. And that's what you just took care of. The lasts of what you hope are those creatures.
Very cool.
What? That's crazy.
nice.
Oh my gosh.
Calliope wasn't crazy before. She is now for
Yeah.
sure.
Crazy.
Yeah.
I can't believe like the guy that didn't believe in anything is now like the king of eternal
Literally.
nature.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What
I
a
like to
story.
believe it's her greed that keeps him beside her.
Yep.
Just kidding, it's his love.
Well,
Yeah, good
Freaking
answer.
loves Toady. He'd never leave
death
her.
and greed.
Well, also it's the avatar of hunger too, so that hunger to always be by the one that you love. Yeah.
It's kind of turned into an unhealthy love. We'll just say.
Yeah, probably.
Oh God.
Yeah, but so it. Oh, I didn't even describe this icy realm that you guys. It's a
Yeah.
like you can create the ice the way that you want it to, and Toady, like your form, always around you is this Wendigo, but he's always holding your actual hand. So like there's your spirit within this spirit. If that
Okay.
makes sense. So like it's an av that's like it's almost like a spiritual mech suit. It's always around
Okay.
you.
Wow.
So he wants to spend
Random.
eternity with a little.
Yeah. So, did you guys enjoy that? I know it was rough.
That was
Yes,
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
love that ending for
Silas
Yeah.
had a
perfect.
great ending. Goodness.
He deserved it.
He had
Me,
to have good.
Silas hated it, but me, I loved it.
Awesome. I'm glad. I am very
I want
glad.
to say at the end of all that, I do not condone Silas's choices. It was just my character. I made
Gee,
it.
Oh my
Except for
goodness.
that one night in that one town.
oh,
We ended up together.
Your last words were so good. Have you
Yep.
been sitting on
Kiss
that one?
My.
I no, I was it was last game and I was just looking through my inventory to find something
Yeah.
and it was like on my inventory list mistletoe because I remember Froggy like rolled dice to get my stuff and I was like oh yeah I'm gonna say kiss my ass when I said
wow.
I'm sending
Yeah.
pictures of
Froggy,
How
you're
does
awesome.
Wyatt feel about his ending?
So good. So originally, so if she would have been able to feel, like literally feel, he would have kissed her on the mouth as their first and last kiss, and would have went
Oh,
into the land of the beyond. But because she couldn't feel it, he's gonna stay with her and hopefully help her not go totally insane.
so like haunting from a distance. So cool.
Yeah,
Uh
maybe he'll show up in her special mirror from time to time.
Milo.
oh,
Oh,
actually yes,
Gritten is
Calliope can
pretty
see
sick.
Wyatt's in your mirror now. That is very true.
oh,
Yeah. Okay, that's
Yeah.
cool.
So so
Wyatt's in your mirror?
So
Oh, that's
Calliope's
sick.
reflection is enjoying Wyatt's company. Wyatt in the spirit realm reflection Calliope is creepier than Calliope.
Ooh.
why it's like oh this is a bad idea
Yeah,
Wait a
you're
minute. I should have went, but I have a chance.
yeah, you're just like um she's kind of handsy. So,
yeah.
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 Yeah. She would be.
That's so funny.
Yeah.
Maybe why I likes that.
Okay, let's see here.
Well, it's gonna have to like that.
Yeah, for a
You
while.
got no choice.
Yep. All right. So that was the end of Gritten. 16 episodes.
Wow.
So
Great.
We're all dead.
Great job, Froggy.
No, we're not all dead.
yeah.
We're
Yeah,
all
Calliope's the only one that survived.
fine.
Calliope
Loved
can
it.
live on for additional lore for later games.
Yep. So what I was we'll transition to a D&D game for you guys. So it'll hopefully not be so rules heavy. So I don't have to make rules because Grit is a whole new system that me and Jeff and a few other people made for you guys.
That's all.
Okay, cool.
So we're going to be doing D&D 5e with some homebrew modifications that I've got, and then Jeff does understand those. They are in the Discord, the rule modifications. Number one, long rest. You do get your spells back if you're a spellcaster, but you use your hit dice to actually heal, like a short rest. So your hit
Okay.
dice still matter. Death saves. You have 3 total fails in a day. So if you fail 2 in a day, they don't just recoup if you go unconscious.
Hmm.
So death is a thing. Um, I do have some homebrew spells. Also, when we're rolling stats, we'll go through that. So I'm thinking next session we could actually roll our character stats.
Nice.
Nathan, Courtney, and Jeff have kind of talked to me about what they're wanting to do. Caleb, we kind of talked very briefly about it.
I after we talked earlier, I have an idea
Yeah.
based on a character I really like
Okay.
in a video game.
Is it
And I'm
Adolf
gonna
Hitler?
make does anybody know who Joshua Graham is? If
Yes,
not,
I do.
then okay, you do. I want to make like a I don't know if I should say the class, but I want to make
Well,
a
you
homebrew off
can
that.
you can just let me know because we want to make sure that Taylor has a good chance of making what she kind of wants. So we've got
Okay.
uh,
Okay.
Jeff
Yeah.
is going to be a rogue. Nathan is going to be a monk. Courtney at the moment is going to be a cleric. Caleb would be a
Oh,
what?
idiot. Okay. It was gonna be cleric,
No, you can
but
have
I'll
more than.
find another class. I'll find another class. It's just got to be something devoted
Wait.
to a
No,
god.
you can be a
She could.
paladin
Paladin.
or a cleric. A paladin or a
I could
cleric.
do a paladin.
Yeah, Courtney's bounced back and forth with paladin or cleric as well.
I mean, either work. I mean, they're both kind of the same.
Uh,
Yeah,
So,
but devotion to a god isn't set on a class.
yeah, it's not.
right.
And also, it matters on now. In I guess what I'll do is I'll do the my basic lore dump that I do when you're entering my D&D world. I spent a lot of actually modifying how magic actually works. Uh, you are on the planet Valrock. Valok. Let's see here. The I won't be able to tell you the year or the number. Let's see here. Trying to, if I tell you the year, if it would be 393, uh, you'd have your two moons of Svet, Melok, and if it was 300 years after, you'd have your three moons with Vornekt uh, as the additional one. I've got continents and maps. Let me see if I can find the map here. Um, so, um, I'm gonna. So, can you guys see that map?
Ooh,
Yeah.
cool.
Very cool.
I'm
So,
taking picture.
yep. The map. Uh, the map is very large.
Ooh.
Wow.
Oh, I need bigger picture.
Yeah. So I haven't really decided where you guys are starting or anything like that.
Okay.
Now with that, let's see here. Let's go through. Uh, if someone chose to do a warlock, I do warlocks a little bit different. You have far more of a connection with your patron, so just be prepared for that. Clerics and paladins. Uh, I do have extra rolls that you make to see if your deity actually pays attention to you. Whereas a warlock, you usually have more of a
I might do a
relationship,
warlock.
unless
I
it's
might make something around a warlock then,
okay.
because he's gonna be very connected to
Okay.
whatever he worships.
Um, now,
But
the pantheon of this realm is very based around dragons as the uh, greater deities, as it were, and you have a bunch of demigods. Archfey are pretty powerful. Actually, in Adventures in the Fleet, Nikki's character is in a relationship with pretty much a demigod, and she's probably going to be the two of them will probably become um, something that you can be. Um, you could choose to have them as a patron, or you could possibly be a cleric or paladin of them in the future.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Dang. All right.
We're
Um,
moving on up.
Good job, girl.
yeah.
You did pretty good.
Yeah. That campaign turned out to be pretty cool. It's still going, of course. Trying to think here. All right. So in Velok, the you have an emporium. It's called the emporium. It's a group of chromatic and metallic dragons that actually work together with the dragon deities and what's called the Order. It's a group of paladins and clerics that, um, when they're there to make sure that mages don't cross the line. So wizards making owl bears or spider horses, things like that. That's kind of crossing the line, like that magical bio engineering, and then also just wrecking an area just to power a single spell, or it just matters on the time frame because there were floating cities that were crashed to the ground by the Emporium. So there's been quite a few kind of restarts where the magocracies were crashed to the ground to make sure that things are kind of purified. Um, so um, so at random, you guys could find close to legendary items just in the mud from an explosion. I hand out a lot of magical items, but also remember that all of my monsters are homebrew modified.
Okay. Interesting.
Uh, because if you guys are going like this, this realm is deadly. So trolls, the reason why that they have a healing factor is they were experimented on. It wasn't necessarily by their choice. And you might have a troll that maybe had eaten something and it mutated it. You know, or um, like they ran into a dungeon sweeper. Let's see if I got it. Yep. So this a wizard would just have in their dungeon, just kind of going through their tower to keep things safe. So this could randomly, you could randomly find stuff. So it's a deadly world, but you guys are going to be. It's more high fantasy compared to grittiness. So
High risk, high reward.
yeah.
Could die.
Oh yeah.
Could get something nice.
Yep.
Mm.
And so what I do is like if you my in-person ones I print off. I've got printed off items and stuff like that, so I have to take pictures of them and send them to you. I try to use Fight Club 5, the app, so we can actually send things to each other about that. So yeah.
Cool.
Very cool.
And actually, I realized I probably should have cut the stream like right at the end of our session. So let me just like I guess later, guys. We'll keep talking about this.
Okay. See.
Okay, bye.